Hey my beautiful bitches, it's me, Fiona St. James, and welcome to another episode of Fiona's Coffee Talks. And as always, I'd like to start off every day with a fresh, hot black cup of coffee. Hold the cream! I'd love to, and I don't have my favorite coffee mug because, as you see, I have a new environment. So, hopefully you just saw the previous video where I was speaking about facing your fears and me finally being more comfortable taking the subway and being out and about. So I'm actually at a dear friend's place, Greg, hey Wolfie, who has this wonderful outdoor space, and I decided let me shoot a couple of videos here. That way, look how beautiful the sky is. So I so needed this because lately I feel like, I've still been isolating and not necessarily going out and doing a lot, and it just kind of made me think. I did a video a couple of weeks ago on mental health, and it occurred to me that I need to do a follow-up on that because I'm a little sweaty. It's hot, it's beautiful, it's like 90 degrees and only like 50% humidity. I should mention it is Tuesday, July 14th, about 3 in the afternoon. So anyway, I wanted to do another mental health one because I realized that even though things are starting to pick up a little and, we're in phase 3, but still, no gym, no indoor dining, it's still, you have to wear a mask and just all of that. We're still in the middle of it is basically what it boils down to. And, excuse me, although I have a lot of moments where I think, I know I'm handling it well, and I'm it's what it is, and I've mentioned in the past, seize the opportunity to eat healthy and work out and reinvent yourself and all of that. And all of that is very accurate, and I've been able to do all of that. For the most part, I'm good, but hell, I'm only human. And so I do have moments where suddenly I'm wow, I remember when it first started back in March, in my mind, I thought, okay, well, come June 1st, I thought, 3 months, then everything will be a lot more normal. And here it is, middle of July, and it's summer is here, and I couldn't wait for summer to get here. And it's summer's kind of halfway over, and I'm wait a minute, this summer has not been, any other summer, and I haven't been doing that. I mean, I haven't gone to the beach. I don't really have any interest in that. But for the most part, I'm fine. But I guess the whole point is that I do have moments where and one day I'll be fine. Perfect example, Sunday, there was just something about, for whatever reason, 2 days ago where I was wow, I was feeling really optimistic about things and a lot more just comfortable with everything in general. But then I don't know why, for whatever reason, yesterday, Monday, was the complete opposite, where suddenly I was wow, this kind of sucks. And then suddenly it's I didn't leave the house, and, I kind of exercised, but it was not really. And I just noticed that yesterday my headspace was in a kind of funky space. And then suddenly today, Tuesday, it's the complete opposite. Today was how I was Sunday. And for the most part, most of the days I'm good with it. But I guess the whole point of me even doing a part 2 to mental health is to say that it's actually okay, we can't, we are only humans. So I think for the most part, so long as you're dealing with it and handling it and okay with it, I think it is very, very okay to have moments where suddenly you're not. And even if that moment lasts more than a minute, it might last a day, it might last a couple of days. Luckily for me, when it happens, which has been pretty steadily, has been pretty steadily 1 day a week, sometimes 2. And I noticed that on the days that happens, where suddenly, it all kind of becomes a bit overwhelming, those are also the nights that I don't sleep well. And I've never had an issue sleeping. When I go to sleep, honey, I pass out. I've never had sleep issues at all. I might wake up a couple of times throughout the night, always automatically go to the bathroom in case I gotta pee, and I do, but then moment I get back in bed, I pass out. So sleep issues have never been my problem, but I've noticed that, the 1 day a week or sometimes 2 days a week that I'm, for a lack of a better term, not in such a great headspace, those are the nights that suddenly I don't get a good night's sleep. I got to think about this, but does that happen the night before? And then maybe that might trigger the fact that then that day I'm not where I normally am? I don't know. Anyway, but, regardless, the point is I pretty steadily, for the most part, I'm great with it. And, I'm good with it. I'm about as good as we can be, all things considering. But by and large, I think I'm handling it pretty good. But I'm human, as I said, so pretty steadily 1 day a week at an average, sometimes 2. Then suddenly those days, not so much. And then, you can't help but feel like, when is everything going to be back to normal? And I don't know that it will ever go back. I don't think it will ever go back to where it was. Maybe way down the line, but anytime in the immediate future anyway, I just don't see that. So, we have to get used to this new normalcy. And, as things open up more, then, maybe that will help. I know retail stores are open, but, I think part of it for me also is because I'm not socializing a lot, or I'm not jumping on the train and going into town. That's why, earlier today on my way to Greg's, I shot a video and it was the second part to Facing Your Fears. Because, even something as simple as riding the subway or, hanging out with friends I'm not 100% all that comfortable with that yet. I mean, I do it, but I've not done it on any kind of regular basis. So, I don't know. I guess the whole point of this video is the fact that I guess I just wanted to say I'm sure that there are other people out there that for the most part we adapt. We have no choice, really. I mean, what can we do? We wake up every morning. I'm grateful for that. If you're healthy and you haven't gotten it or haven't gotten any symptoms, I'm extremely grateful for that. So if half the time I'm just staying home and, laying low and doing my part to not go out there, that's fine too. But I've come to the point where I kind of feel just for my own mental health, I kind of need to go out there a little more than what I've been doing, because I don't really go out and do that much anymore. So today was a big step for me. And I thought, what, let me change the environment. He has this beautiful space out here. I could film a couple of videos, talk to you guys. The sun is out. The sun is so beautiful right now. The humidity is low. It's 90 degrees. And so today is a good mental health day for me, knock on wood. And it's okay. The days that it's not, I'm totally fine with that, because by and large they are. And I'm hoping for my viewers that that's the case with you guys. So, leave your comments. So you guys have, for the most part, you're good, but then you have moments where you're not. And if that is the case, so, look at the ratio. So long as your better days, you have more better days than you do days that are not so good, or it gets to you more, that's at least the better days for me outweigh the days that aren't as good as the other days. So, but how are you guys doing? I'm hoping that everyone is fine, and I have faith that we're going to get through this. And I said this in my last video, the universe only throws your way what it knows you can handle. So if you think of life in that way, I think we'll be fine and we'll get through this. So meanwhile, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed my new background. Look at the sky, it's stunning. Wow. So I'm going to shoot a couple more videos. I'm on a roll, and I'm like, you know what? New environment, new day, new me. Well, new compared to yesterday anyway. Well, I was like, I fucking hate everything and everyone. And I just want to kind of be left alone. Today, I don't want to be left alone. So I'm with you guys. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe and healthy, and I will see you soon. Bye.